Hello, welcome to this update for the severe weather. So we have an enhanced risk now, parts of Montana, North and South Dakota, a slight risk, all the way from parts of Montana to northern Illinois, and a marginal risk all the way from northern Montana to Indiana and Michigan. Also this marginal risk in parts of New England and northwestern New York, northeastern New York there. And let's see another marginal risk in parts of eastern California, Nevada, northwestern Arizona, and southwestern Utah there. So the tornado threat is 2% from parts of North Dakota to Wisconsin, and 2% in Montana and North Dakota there. So let's see, even to Canada. So let's see, the wind threat is 30% hatched in the enhanced risk. So some very strong winds possible, even hurricane force, and there's the 15% in the slight and the 5% in the marginal. Also in the northeast, the 5%, and in the southwest, the 5%. Hail is also 30% and hatched for possible 2-inch diameter plus hail, and another 15% in Minnesota and South Dakota and Wisconsin and North Dakota, and a 5%, another 5% in the northeast. So be aware. And I know there are only 2 areas of tornado threat, but also be aware outside of those areas. You never know. So let's see. Multiple clusters of strong to severe thunderstorms are possible across portions of the northern plains into the upper Mississippi Valley today and tonight. And other more isolated strong storms are possible in northern New England and portions of Nevada. So be aware for today. And let's see, for today in Canada, we have a thunderstorm risk, even some severe weather possible in parts of Quebec there, and yes, mainly Quebec and parts of New Brunswick there. So some heavy rain, large hail, and strong wind possible. And the yellow areas are like just general risk of thunderstorms. So there to Nova Scotia too, some thunderstorms possible today into tonight maybe. And for central, and for central Canada, we also have a possible area for severe weather in orange. So in parts of mainly Western Ontario and southeastern Manitoba there, and the yellow areas for general risk of thunderstorm. So going into Quebec and eastern Ontario, the thunderstorms. So some heavy rain and strong winds and some hail is possible. So be careful in those areas there. And much of this is already ongoing now because of the storms that happened overnight that I talked about in yesterday's video. So I'll show you in the model soon what's happening. And then for Western Canada, we have a thunderstorm risk in parts of Alberta and Saskatchewan, and even a slightly severe thunderstorm risk in parts of central southern Alberta and southwestern Saskatchewan there. And the yellow areas for general risk of thunderstorms. So some heavy rain, nickel-sized hail, and strong winds possible. So be aware too. Let's see the model now for today. Let's put 15Z because this one didn't load yet. So let's see what we can get from this model here, and we might try to check another one to see Canada better. So let's see, now it's kind of quiet in the US, just some rains on the east coast, showers elsewhere, but we have those storms there ongoing in Canada now. As you can see, the line of storms parts of Manitoba and Ontario, and it's set to diminish a little bit, but some strong storms could keep happening into the afternoon. So even some severe ones possible there. So this is by 0Z Sunday. So this must be like late this evening or tonight. So it shows some pretty strong storms in Western Ontario there. But these model ones change all the time, so you never know. But for the U.S., it shows some storms firing by very late afternoon, because that's 2Z Sunday. Weird, the storms are firing like really late. This must be like tonight or this evening, I think. And it shows the storms firing there in Minnesota, going towards Wisconsin. There's a big line there of very strong thunderstorms going to Wisconsin, and then that line from Ontario going to Michigan there to by tonight. So be aware. But in the enhanced risk in Montana, the HERS not showing absolutely anything there in Montana and North Dakota for the enhanced risk. This is really weird. It's just showing some small pop-up cells in northern Montana this afternoon and evening, and those storms keep going there in eastern Montana into North Dakota. But those are really small clusters of storms, so I don't think this model run has caught up to the enhanced risk yet, because it's showing very little stuff there. But let's trust the professionals and prepare for the enhanced risk if you're there. But later, by the middle of the night, between like Saturday and Sunday, like 9Z Sunday, it shows still some storms ongoing in North Dakota there. So be aware. And then for, let's see, shows some showers there in Saskatchewan and maybe some storms in southern Saskatchewan this afternoon and evening. So be aware. And let's see here. So there in the east shows maybe some showers and storms in Maine there and in Quebec, and showing some stronger ones in parts of Quebec there, going like east, and the ones from Maine going to New Brunswick there, and then some more showers, storms possible further north into Nova Scotia maybe, but be aware there. Let's see if we got anything else. Some showers and afternoon storms in Florida, be aware there too. In Louisiana, maybe a thunderstorm or two. In southern Arkansas too, some showers. And let's see, in the southwest it shows a lot of showers because of the monsoon. Maybe some storms in Nevada there. You saw the marginal risk there, so be aware. And let's see what else here. So wait, let me see. And for day 2 here, we have a slight in parts of North Dakota, Minnesota, and northeast and South Dakota, Manitoba and Saskatchewan, and this marginal all the way from parts of Michigan to Montana. So tornado threat tomorrow is just 2% in Iowa, Illinois, Minnesota and Wisconsin. The wind threat is, wait, it's not loading. So this is the hail threat. It's 15% in North Dakota and the 5% in most of the marginal. And the wind threat is similar, just as a bigger 15% and the 5% in the marginal for tomorrow. So strong to severe thunderstorms possible in parts of northern plains into the upper Midwest on Sunday. So be aware. For Monday, another slight risk, parts of the Midwest there, and they speak marginal parts of the plains, Midwest, and even to Canada. So be aware. Strong to severe thunderstorms are possible from the upper Midwest to the Mississippi Valley and upper Great Lakes region on Monday. And for day 4 through 8, nothing here. So yeah, this is it. So let's see the rainfalls now. So this is the map for today. For tomorrow, wait. What's happening? Here. And day 3. So let's see precipitation for today. In the east, in the Midwest, parts of Canada and Florida. Day 2. Day 3. Day 4. 5. Day 6. You can see more concentrated in the south and the east, and for day 5 also. So we'll probably have another system going down and leaving some rain in the south and the east later next week. So and day 7 still some rain there in the east and the south and the southwest. So days 1 through 7 shows a lot in some parts of the east there, in Canada as well. Let's see, in Mexico, in the southwest, like rocky plains. It shows a lot in Florida too, and in other areas. So excessive rainfall. It has a marginal in the Midwest, a marginal in Missouri, marginal in Texas, marginal in the southwest, marginal in the east coast. So be aware for today. For tomorrow, a marginal from North Dakota to New York, and a marginal in the southwest. Day 3, a marginal and a marginal. Day 4, a marginal all the way from parts of western Texas through the southwest, all the way into Maine. This is kind of crazy. And day 5, the same deal. The marginal there all the way from the southwest into Canada. So be aware. Let's see here. So let's see some. So this is about the heat wave spreading east. So be aware. Let's see if any more thing. So this is some heat risk in the southwest still, July 11th through the 13th, and July 13th through the 17th. Some areas of extreme heat risk there, the southeast, the east, and the central areas. So stay safe from the heat too. Let's see some hazards. We have some heat warnings there still, heat advisories, heat warnings in the central areas, some heat advisories, some air quality alerts, red flag warnings. And here, let's see the fire threat. It's elevated in parts of Montana, Idaho, and northwestern Wyoming, parts of northeastern California, Nevada, and Oregon too, and that big area for isolated dry thunderstorms possible. For tomorrow, it has a big area of isolated dry thunderstorms possible, and an elevated area there in Idaho and Nevada. No, Nevada, no, that's Oregon. Idaho and Oregon. So be aware there. Let's see some hazards in Canada now, but this always changes, so we might get more stuff later. Let's see in Alberta, some air quality advisories because of the wildfires, some heat warnings. So highs expected in the 30s in southern British Columbia and Alberta, especially southern Alberta. The air quality statements there. Be aware of dense smoke from the wildfires. The severe thunderstorm watch is already in southern Saskatchewan and Alberta. Severe thunderstorms are possible this morning, they are saying. Conditions of developing severe thunderstorms can produce strong winds and gusts and very large hail, no, just large hail and heavy rain. So let's see, in southern Saskatchewan too, conditions of favorable for developing thunderstorms today. Some of these may become severe, so be aware. They even have a severe thunderstorm warning red there already. And let's see, they also have this severe thunderstorm watch in parts of Alberta, Manitoba. Conditions for developing severe thunderstorms today in parts of Manitoba. So main threats, hail and wind gusts. So the thunderstorms will move out of the region later today, like I showed you. So let's see. I bet these are heat warnings there in Ontario. So heat warnings and this big severe thunderstorm watch in southwestern Ontario there. So this afternoon and into this evening, conditions for developing dangerous thunderstorms could produce strong winds, large hail and heavy rain. Heavy rainfall, amounts of 50 millimeters possible, hail 2 to 3 centimeters, and wind gusts up to 100 kilometers per hour. So be aware. In the heat warnings there, temperatures could be near 30 degrees and humidity index near 36, and more heat warnings there. And we have the severe thunderstorm watch in Quebec there. So let's see, conditions for the conditions until early evening will be favorable to develop severe thunderstorms of strong thunderstorms and severe capable to strong wind gusts, large hail and heavy rain. So be aware in Quebec. Let's see, we have Quebec there. Some C is there. Montreal, yeah, be aware. Let's see, New Brunswick, some heat warnings, and Nova Scotia too, and it showed some thunderstorms possible there as well, so be aware. Let's see, some air quality advisory there in parts of Quebec and air quality statement, so be aware too. Let's see here some wild fire stuff, because it's really intense there. Let's see, it shows the active fires here, and it's hard to see the smoke here, but there's a lot of smoke there from the fires, so please be careful, not only with the fires themselves, but with the smoke too. So let's see. What else? Maybe some extra interesting stuff. Some rain accumulation for the next 24 hours there in central Canada because of the storms. It shows even more rain or storms in parts of northern Manitoba, Western Territories, and southern Nunavut, and other areas there. So let's see. Some more rain in Nova Scotia the next 24 hours, New Brunswick, Quebec, from the storms too. And I know this video is for North America, but I just want to point out all this rain for parts of Iceland there in the next 24 hours. Rain, snow, or wind. I think it's rain because it's summer, but be aware. Let's see here. Some wind gusts, maybe. The wind, those thunderstorms can have very strong winds inside of themselves, so be aware. But let's see if there are any other areas of strong winds besides of the thunderstorms. So it shows here for Monday some gusty winds possible in Quebec and Labrador and in some other areas. And then later into next Saturday, the 20th, some more gusty winds there in Quebec. Let's see, maybe in the mountains, Monday too, some gusty winds in some areas, in the U.S. as well, because of some systems, like, let's see, Sunday, Monday, maybe some periods of the day with stronger winds, Tuesday, yeah, so be aware. Let's see some temperatures, so wait. So during the warmest part of the day, it still shows some 100s in the southwest and California, even 115, some 90s in Oregon there. So this is for today. Still some 100s in the southwest there. It shows lots of 90s, 100s in the plains, some 90s there. In the south too, some 80s in the north, and in the 80s there in Ontario, but that to Celsius might be like near 30 degrees Celsius, a little bit hotter in southern British Columbia too. Let's see, Sunday here shows some 100s in the plains and 90s too, even to Montana some 100s, in the southwest and California still some 100s, and let's see, more 90s in the south and east, and some very high 90s in some areas, in the Midwest too, some 90s, and let's see for Monday here. So it shows even warmer there, it's 106 in parts of the plains, and it feels like will be even hotter, still some 100s in the southwest, in California, into Oregon, some 90s, Washington, hot too. Let's see, in the east, some high 90s, and in the southeast too. So be aware. We'll show the temperatures in more detail in tomorrow's video. So let's see. So stay safe from the storms and everything, and warn others. Bye.